In our world, we tend to deny or ignore the spirit world. We simply try to find some kind of an explanation that fits with a normal cause. We're going to be looking at some non-explainable events that point to the spirit world, both good and bad. And here we go.
Padre Pio of Pietrelcina is without a doubt one of the most renowned saints of modern time. A DVD gathers the testimonies of some people who were miraculously cured by this Italian saint. Gemma Di Giorgi was born blind, and at the age of 7 through Padre Pio, she received her sight. Today she can see without pupils.
Padre Pio l'ho conosciuto quando avevo appena 7 anni.
I met Padre Pio when I was 7. At the time I went to ask for the grace of sight, for I was blind since birth. My grandmother on my mother's side was the one who brought me to him. On the way there, before getting to San Giovanni Ritondo, or better even before meeting Padre Pio, I began to see. Doctors had assured she would not be able to see because she lacked pupils, and even today they do not understand this miracle. This and other touching cases are gathered in the DVD dedicated to the saint of Pietrelcina.
So pupils. Your pupils are the black hole in the center of your eyes. It's actually a hole. As some say, the eyes are the window to the soul. An optometrist nerd like myself would say that pupils are the window to the brain. Your brain constantly controls your pupils depending on your state of your mental state, your environment, the light around you. Your brain constantly controls those pupils to help you see and function better. It's surrounded by the iris, and it's right behind the cornea, which is basically a windshield over your eyes. So there's a transparent cornea, then the iris with the hole in the middle, that's where your pupil is. And the main purpose of your pupils are to control the amount of light that enters your eyes. When light reaches the back of your eyes, your retina, that's where your rods and cones are, your pupil controls how much light actually is received back in the back of your eyes. So your pupils are really, they have a big controlling factor of how much light enters to help your brain get the appropriate amount of light to make sense of where you are, see, and function.
The following is an episode from America's Got Talent. The reactions to what happened are interesting, and they point to exactly what I was talking about, that we tend to ignore or deny any kind of a spiritual part in things that happen.
Working with a spirit energy comes with challenges because there's no control. So if Desmond doesn't show up, there's literally no act.
Desmond came to me when I was about 6 years old. There's no control. So if Desmond doesn't show up, there's literally no act.
There's no question in my mind now that they were demon spirits. If you had asked me then, I would have believed entirely that they were higher beings, a higher spiritual order of beings. I wouldn't have believed in demons. I didn't think they existed. I thought they were an invention of the Christian church. In retrospect now, I can see back with horrible clarity that they were malevolent, created, demonic spirits intent on our destruction. One of the things the entities used to do was they used to test us. It was as though we were being brainwashed. We'd be told to do something very bizarre immediately, or we'd be told to go at midnight to this certain forest that was very, very terrifying to us because there'd been a number of manifestations there. We'd be told to go alone there at midnight and stay there for an hour and then come home. And they were testing our readiness to respond immediately to their commands. And we were not to test them ever, because they always said proof comes to those who do not ask for it.
I can understand why you say that, yes. He's my spirit energy that I've sort of had a little communication with throughout my life. So here's what we're going to do. I have here a piece of chalk.
Yes.
Howie, hold that chalk. Right. As you do, I want you to think of somebody you have an emotional connection with.
Okay.
Okay? Don't say it.
All right.
Just the first name.
Okay.
Somebody I couldn't possibly know. Okay?
All right.
Now, I have here 2 blank chalkboards. Okay, I'm using chalkboards, that way you know it's analog. There's no digital electronics, nothing like that, okay?
Okay.
So watch, hand me the chalk. I'm literally going to just place it between the boards. Hold on like that, sealed, so I could do nothing. And think of the name as you tilt left and right.
Think, Howie.
Think. And stare at those chalkboards. Now, I want to include some randomness. Can we get Nick to come out here? Would you be okay with that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Nick? Good. I'm going to involve mathematics. And Nick, I need you to name a random 2-digit number. Say it out loud.
23.
23. Yes? All right, that's what we're going to use. Remember that. 23. Nick, thank you.
Random.
Notice, Nick gave me that number after I handed him those slates. Desmond, use mathematics. Could you feel the chalk move?
No.
No. Desmond, I'm going to ask that you come through for me in a big way. I want you to move this chalk for Howie.
Desmond! Desmond!
Stop. These were blank a second ago. Can you see some writing?
Yes.
Yes? Truly. Now look, hold those up. That is a zodiac calendar. I'm going to get to that in a second. Random numbers just like Nick's. But Howie, you were thinking of a name.
I was.
No way I could know.
I
No way.
can't imagine
For
you
the
do.
first time, name the name you were merely thinking of for Desmond.
Steve.
Steve.
Whoa.
Wow.
Howie, hold on to that. Truly no way I could have known, but I want you guys to take a close look at these numbers because this is a zodiac calendar. Nick gave us a number 23, right?
Right.
These look like random numbers, but it's not. 3 plus 11 is 14, plus 5 is 19, plus 4 is 23, the number Nick gave us. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 10 is 19, plus 4 is 23. Each row adds up to 23 if you look closely. Howard, what month were you born?
January.
January, that's 1. If you see, Howard's month is right there. What month were you born, Heidi?
June.
June. That is a 6, right there. Mel B, what
May.
month?
5.
5. Howie, what month were you born?
November.
November.
11.
That is 11. Check it out. 11 plus 1 is 12, plus 5,
17.
plus 6,
23.
23. Desmond has created a zodiac calendar based off of your We Have Had contact. Thank you.
Wow.
Tonight, whatever I do to this doll, Desmond is going to make you feel. So I need you to sit up straight, close your eyes.
Easy.
Good.
What does that mean?
I've placed Desmond inside of you, Mel. Tonight, I need to know, do you believe in Desmond? Be honest.
Not really.
Wrong answer, Mel B. Lucky for us, I brought with me my scary spice doll. I call this last part the convincer. Oh no. Could you feel it? Yes?
Yeah!
Give Mel B a big round of applause!
My God! No!
Be careful.
Yeah.
Judge Stern, make some sense of all of
Okay,
this.
first of all, Mike, I'm a fan of yours, but I got to tell you, I hate Desmond, and I'm not kidding around. I don't like Desmond, and I'll tell you why. I don't think you need Desmond. I know it's, you believe in it, I guess, but first of all, your children...
I'd give him to you if I could.
Your children look traumatized from the whole Desmond thing. I don't know why you're doing that, but I saw that package and I felt for them. I really don't like that shtick. I think it takes up a lot of time. I think you're a great magic actor. You're a lot of fun. You always amaze, and you always produce something great. But you don't need Desmond. A lot of us are adults, and we go, oh, please, with Desmond. So I like you. I like your act. But Desmond, go home. Go back to the spirit world. Go join your spirit wife and get out of here.
Okay.
Enough with Desmond. Had it with Desmond. Wait a second. Oh.
I think Desmond's got Howard,
got
too.
me, yeah.
Now, Howie, I see you're trying to make some sense of all this as well.
Amazing. It's truly amazing. Let me just say something, that not only are you spectacular, and I would imagine America's going to vote their heads off for you, but I think guys all over America are going to try to figure out how can we do things to women without even being there.
The last clip is a clip from eyewitnesses at the Fatima apparition of the Virgin Mary, where over 70,000 people saw the sun appear to move change colors, and there's no scientific explanation for that happening. And yet no one saw anything outside a 20-mile range of where the apparitions happened at Fatima, Portugal, in 1917.
An estimated 70,000 people witnessed the miracle of the sun in 1917. Luckily, because of technology, we still have the accounts of doctors, newspapers, and general lay people who witnessed the miracle with their own eyes. Maria de Kilpina, one of the earliest believers, she said,
"The sun turned everything to different colors, yellow, blue, and white. Then it shook and trembled. It looked like a wheel of fire that was going to fall on the people. They began to cry out, 'We shall all be killed.' Others called to Our Lady to save them. They recited acts of contrition. One woman began to confess her sins aloud, advertising that she had done this and that. When at last the sun stopped leaping and moving, we all breathed our relief. We were still alive, and the miracle which the children had foretold had been seen by everyone."
Father Ignacio Lorenzo, who was about 11 miles away, said,
"I was only 9 years old at this time, and I went to the local village school. At about midday, we were surprised by the shouts and cries of some men and women. Outside, the people were shouting and weeping and pointing to the sun, ignoring the agitated questions of the schoolmistress. It was the great miracle, which one could see quite distinctly from the top of the hill where my village was situated. I feel incapable of describing what I saw and felt. I looked fixedly at the sun, which seemed pale and did not hurt the eyes. Looking like a ball of snow revolving on itself, it suddenly seemed to come down in a zigzag, menacing the earth. Terrified, I ran and hid myself among the people who were weeping and expecting the end of the world at any moment. Near us was an unbeliever who had spent the morning mocking at the simpletons who had gone off to Fatima just to see an ordinary girl. He now seemed to be paralyzed, his eyes fixed on the sun. Afterwards, he trembled from head to foot and lifting up his arms fell on his knees in the mud. Crying out to Our Lady during those long moments of the solar prodigy, objects around us turned all the colors of the rainbow. We saw ourselves blue, yellow, red, etc.